Hi everyone, and welcome to this webinar about inspiration for the next sowing season and our early bird campaign here in this autumn. I'm Ditte, and with me I have Sven-Erik. Sven-Erik is going to talk a bit about the climate changes and the different range we have in our catalog, and also about the seeds for for this campaign.
It's very nice to be here, and we have now passed our 2022 season, so we are now getting ready for 2023, and we are actually a lot of interested participants in this webinar. So we have some here on the live show, and we have others who will see our recording version. So this is being recorded while we are talking.
Yeah.
This year has again been a very unusual year with a very cold spring, most of Europe, even with frost in many parts in April and some of May, and the sowing was very late. We came into a long drought period, and finally we had in some parts of Europe also excessive rains by the end of the season with floodings. So again, an extreme year in many aspects, also with very, very high temperatures. I forgot to say that, with record temperatures in several places, especially in the north, but also in the UK, in the Mediterranean, again, high temperatures, drought, and so on. So a mixture of all these climate changes that you can say we're almost used to them, but we're not used to the way they are coming to us or attacking us in different ways. So this was you can say an update on this year, which has been difficult. But if you look at the results that we have around Europe, it has also been a bit mixed, but for some crops it has been a positive year. If you look at the quinoa, we have really seen that the quinoa has demonstrated its high tolerance to droughts. So I've been traveling around in Europe and seen quinoa from the north in Sweden and Norway, and down to southern France and Spain, and where they have suffered from drought. I have seen in many places quinoa performing much better than all the major crops. So and that was also the case in the UK, which has experienced very, very high temperatures up to 40 degrees. And there the major crops were suffering, and quinoa in late August, where it was there, it had not rained for 10 weeks at that time. So since mid-June until late August or beginning of September, there was no rain at all, and quinoa looked great. So that has been a proof that quinoa can tolerate these difficult conditions better than most other crops. As you know, we also have a lot of other crops now in our catalog, and we have all the pulses, and we especially have been sowing a lot of lentils and chickpea. And last year the result was definitely not good for these crops in general. You can say almost all over the world. So there was a lack of seed for sowing. This year the result have been I would say very good in most places. So So this has been very positive. The farmers are happy, and the market seems to really to wait for these locally produced lentils and chickpeas and peas and other pulses. So this was a short, yeah, you can say update of the year we have already experienced, and now we are coming to the point where we will look forward, and for that we will present our new catalog. Now I can show you here. It says 2022-2023, and the reason is that we also have included winter crops for sowing this autumn, and after crops for improving the soil fertility. So we have that included in this. But a part of that, we have all the new crops for 2023 season. And we will show the first slides.
Yes, and you can always download our catalog on our website.
And if you want the paper version, you can also ask us to send it to you. We'll be happy to send you the version so you have it. So you can, as you can see, you can download it, and you can get inspiration. And this is the content of the catalog. And if we look at the next slide, you can see that we have different, you also have these QR codes to go in from the catalog to find extra information on the web page. We have the crops we have are high protein crops, which are all the legumes, pea, fava bean, lentil, chickpea, and lupin. We have the crops with high protein quality, which is quinoa, amaranth, and buckwheat. And those three crops are, you can say, very different crops, but they are actually related botanically. And so they have a unique composition of their proteins. And finally, we have a range of winter crops and after crops. And then we're actually forgetting a lot of other crops we also have, which are not mentioned here, such as our, you can say, small seeded cereals like the millets and others. But we will return to yes. So this is not showing all our crops. We have more than 20 different crops, and if we count the varieties, we are up to I think 40 or something like that. But it changes all the time, and we are always looking for the best material to offer you. And so and if you have special requests, you're always welcome to answer us for that. Can you find this? Can you find that? And we'll do our best for that. Yes.
Yeah. And I think let's present our new early bird autumn campaign. We have 4 or actually 5 different crops in this campaign. We have winter poppy titan, and right now there is 20% off if you order this before the 1st of December. If you order lentils, you'll get camelina for free and get the benefits of intercropping. Quinoa puno is 33% off, and all minutes is actually 50% off. So, Sven, could you talk a little bit about the different crops and explain what it is? This winter crop is brand new.
Yes,
in our range. So
first of all, I will say those are great offers. I will not hesitate a moment to jump on them. But let me present them. Poppy is a crop which has disappeared completely in northern Europe, and because it was before it had a high content of opioids or morphine, so they were a little bit too popular for people looking for this narcotic characters of the poppies. But now with new varieties, this content has been decreased, and we can again grow them without any problems in our fields. So so we have got the newest and what we think the best variety of poppy in a collaboration with the breeder. And it's not only a normal poppy, which is a spring poppy, it's actually a winter poppy, so it should be sown now. So as you heard, our campaign goes until 1st of December, but with the poppy, you should not wait so long. You should actually order it very soon, because it should be sown here in October. So there's still some days to go, but don't wait for this one. And the reason for giving this on offer is a kind of introduction, so that you get to know that that poppy is again a crop that we can grow, and we want to put some focus on this. And the next one, let's see what comes up here. Yes, it's the lentils has been very successful this year in general, and they seem to benefit from an intercropping with other crops, and a very good candidate for that is camelina. It's not necessarily the only candidate. You can also use oat and other crops. What is important is that you combine it with a crop with a seed size and shape, so that it's possible to separate it after harvest. You will harvest them together and then separate them afterwards. And it's very, very easy with the camelina. It's a little bit less easy with the oat, but the oat is also okay. But we want to promote camelina first as a support crop for the lentil, but also because it has an interesting market for itself. If we can show it, or you can maybe show the seed here.
Let's see here.
So that
yes,
this is how it looks.
Yeah, this is the camelina.
Very nice orange seed with a really nice and characteristic taste, which has been characterized as close to asparagus, and with a very summery taste and good. This was actually for the oil. You can make the best quality oil existing with these taste characteristics I told you, because it's the same for the oil and for the seeds. They have this taste. So it's definitely not a neutral taste. It's really something which is distinct and very good to be used in. If it's the oil, you can use it in salads. You can use it as for frying. I would prefer the salad. The seeds you can use in breads, and we have a company here in Denmark are now preparing biscuits with 4 different seeds, and one of them is the camelina, which both has a nice taste and looks nice.
And a very delicious oil.
And delicious oil, yes.
Yeah.
So there's only good things to say about that.
Yes.
Next one is one of our varieties of quinoa, and which has some very interesting benefits. And the first one of them is that it's resistant to downy mildew, which we see in almost all fields of quinoa where we are sowing quinoa. We get this disease, and Puno is actually resistant to this. This is a great a benefit of Puno. It's also a benefit that the color of the seed is white, so it's more white than the other varieties. And of course, there's also, or not of course, but there is a disadvantage, which is that the seed is fairly small. We will now try to show Puno compared to. So if you show Puno, I can show.
This is Puno.
If you can see that, and I can try to show Vikinga. I don't know if you can see that the Puno is a little bit smaller. So this is actually the reason why Puno has not been grown a lot. It's bitter, like the Titicaca, so you need to dehull it. And with a smaller seed, it has apparently created some problems. But we want to put some emphasis on this variety because we think it has such a high value from the disease tolerance and from the color of the seeds. So therefore we give it a go and make an offer of 33% off the price. And the last one we will show is millet. And what is millet? Millet is actually a group of small seeded cereals. So it's many different species of cereals, and also it's not really a clear definitions because sometimes some of the cereals like the sorghum and the teff are included in the millets, but most often they are not. So they are by themselves. So that the millets are other species where we have the common millet, we have the foxtail millet, finger millet, and pearl millet, and then a lot of others. What we have in our catalog is first of all the foxtail millet, which is the one you see on the picture here, and which is also used as for cage birds like canaries and so on. So you see them; they love to sit there and eat them. So they are actually sold like that. But also you get some very nice seed from it, which can be used for many different products, breakfast cereals, mueslis, bread, and all kind of things. And the foxtail millet is early maturing, so it has a growth season in the north of around 4 months, I would say, and in the south of Europe it would be less. So it's the earliest maturing, the foxtail millet, and we can try to show it. We have a yellow type and a red type. We show it up here. I have the red, and Dita has the yellow. Yeah, we're doing our best here, but they are very different, and they look very nice. And in addition to that, we also have the common millet, and I show it here. You see, it has much bigger seed size, almost double the size. It's later maturing, maybe maybe 2 weeks, 4 weeks later. Also with a higher yield potential. Also a very nice and interesting crop. So those are the two millets that we will present, and we also have the finger millet, but it's really a tropical species. So if you're interested in trying it, I actually had it here in Denmark last year, and we did get some some panicles, which is looking like a finger, 3-4 fingers on a hand. Very, very nice, but it didn't mature in Denmark. So if you're interested in trying it, you can do it. So we have these 3 species: the foxtail, the common, and the finger millets. And yeah, we want to give it really a go. So therefore we say we will give it 50% off the price, and really to give it a chance to be grown in both in the north and in the south. In the south, it is grown quite a lot, but we have new varieties here. They're just developed. They actually developed here in Denmark, so they are Danish varieties. So that means they are early maturing, and will be also even earlier in the south. So which can be a big advantage if you want to have more crops per year. Yes, those were the offers, and do we have more slides than
there is one, but that's about if there is any questions for that. It's hard to see on the screen here, so we have more pictures we can send to you. But if you have any questions, please just unmute and ask them.
Yeah, you're welcome to ask questions. You can also contact us later, and you can either you can send us an email. You can also ask for a meeting with us where we are talking about it, and also going more into the practical issues about prices and so on. We would prefer to do that on a personal basis. So nothing is a secret, of course, but so if you want to discuss it, please contact us, and if you need more information, also contact us. So if you don't have any questions right now, I think we should just say that we are happy that we could get the chance to present our portfolio here for you, and we hope to see you, and we hope to talk to you and about the future, about crops for next year. And so please come back to us, and from me I will say thank you very much, and have a very nice day. I think you will say the same.
I'll say the same. Yes.
Perfect. Yes.
And please don't hesitate sending an email to Sven Erik or to me. Yes. Check out our website with all the cereals, and also you can download our catalog. And if you want to send an email right away, it's info@quinoaquality.com, and Sven Erik is ready to answer all your questions you might have. Yeah.
You can show the last slide there you have the information.
Yeah, we have.
What we say. So here you have all the. Yeah, that's the web page, but it's also the email. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.